Okay, so we should be good.
Oh, good. Alright. Time starts on character control. I'll be able to give you a countdown, so it's fine. This one just has a really short cutscene you have to sit through.
What's your name?
Name is PreNASA, obviously.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
By the way, I've cranked up the music sound or the music in this game because it's so good.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Right, so if you thought the last run was fast-paced and I was kind of out of breath during it, this one is even more, but there's literally no cutscenes through the whole thing. So after the really slow start, it's just going to go crazy. And if you guys can't follow along, that's perfectly fine. Just understand that fast is happening. That's all you need to worry about is fast. Alright. So I'm ready to go. Start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. So very first getting around this guard, which I did because I'm a god. It's actually a lot harder than it looks. Saves a couple seconds.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and
Now
You finally arrived.
the first little bit of this run is just going to be like the character creation segment. And it's kind of slow paced and boring, but don't worry. It will speed up a lot.
Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
So I picked Redguard because they are the fastest ones to start with, because they have,
We've been expecting you. You'll have
whatchamacallit,
to be reported before you're officially released.
Adrenaline Rush,
There are a few ways
which makes
to
you,
do
like,
this, and
go
the
faster,
choice is
which is really useful for the start before you're actually fast. I pick Agent as my class, mainly for the Mercantile
You mentioned you were born
skill,
for a
which
certain
will give me
reason.
a few
And what would that be?
easy peasy level ups, because there is a little bit of level grinding in this game.
Interesting.
And then I pick the Steed just because it gives you a flat increase in speed.
Information is correct.
Now the very first exploit, I'm going to grab this plate, and then I'm going to dump it on the ground, and the guy's going to completely forget that I stole it, and I'm free to steal it again, and just move on with my life. And that's going to fund my little adventure. Oops. Pick up this ring. And this starts the very first. Oh my god. Alright. I need to actually restart the game, because it's bugging out right now. Let's just take a second. Come on, OBS, recapture it. There it goes. Alright, we're fine. Luckily, I just quick saved right there. There's a bug where sometimes you can't, like, select your magic, and that's actually really bad. There we go. Okay, I use Adrenaline Rush, makes me go faster. And I give that guy the ring that I just picked up, and that gives a discount at the store. And at the store, I'm going to buy a bunch of things. I'm going to buy a lockpick, a scroll that unlocks doors, because oddly enough, I'm not only going to be using lockpick to unlock doors, and a couple scrolls of Sylvie Intervention, which will let me teleport around pretty usefully. So this guy is a pretty friendly face. Rip that guy. But he's got some pretty useful scrolls on him, which I'll be using in a little bit. And now I need to do the first shopping segment. I need to get potions of mark and recall, which just let you mark a position and recall to it later. And a potion of levitation, I can't remember. Rising Force, that's what it's called. That's enough. So I bind the potion of mark and recall, and I use a marking potion because I'll be coming back here later. And then the things that I grabbed from that guy are potions of a carrion flight. And that increases your athletics by a shit ton, which lets you kind of jump straight across the entire world. And what the guy didn't do is use another one before he landed, so he wouldn't die on impact. But luckily I can just do that. Now I use the one scroll I bought to unlock that door, and that lets me get a really useful item here called Keening. And now this is kind of an interesting glitch. Keening has a bunch of buffs to your stats, and it turns out if you equip something and immediately unequip it, it'll apply the buffs and just actually never take it away. So I just buffed myself a shit ton by swapping through my weapons really quickly. And here, if you pull back an attack and switch to a lockpick, the lockpick will just do infinite damage because it has no damage set, which is pretty useful. And now I also picked up, oh god, Sunder. And Sunder is going to give me a shitload of luck, which is also pretty useful. So now, if you look in the top left, my stats are whack. I'm slightly lost. There we go. Now my stats are completely over the top. I need to go this way. Navigating this during a dust storm is kind of hard. So I have like over 9,000 speed, so that is a lot of fast. And I have over 3,000 luck, which is like really lucky. And that's going to let me kind of do whatever the hell I want in the entire world of Morrowind. But first, I'm going to go here, which is something you need to go to later. And I'm going to kill this guy and take his bow.
My patience is limited.
And now since I have a shitload of luck, I can just kind of do whatever I want to merchants. Like, take literally all of their gold. Also, Chatty just scrolled up because Bethesda games don't know how to capture mouse cursors properly. So I can't actually read chat right now, unfortunately. But I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of potions of mark and recall, because I'm going to be using them throughout the run to cut out all of the backtracking in this game. Because there would normally be a lot of backtracking. But instead, we have a minute of potion shopping. So this is the all main quest run, not the any percent run. If this was any percent, I would just be going straight to the ending and finishing it. But that run sucks, and nobody actually does it unironically. This is all main quests, which means I need to, you know, beat all of the main quests in the game. This is actually a good speedrun, and we'll actually be doing interesting things during it. Oh. These menus are kind of janky. Don't worry about it. Alright, that should be plenty. Alright, yep, we're good. You can leave. So, much later on, I'm going to need some fancy-ass clothes. Whoops. So, whoops. I'm going to kindly remove this person's clothing, because I need them more, because I am an important person in this world. There's another potion of marking, because I'll be coming back here and go to Sedanine.
Why walk when you can run?
Hello. Got scrolled down. Buy Jack of Trades, which I'll use to make a much better spell later on. And we're going to go ahead and do this quest early. Oops. I'm stuck. Am I? There we go. This is an item I'll have to get later on, but I'll just get it now since I'm here. Now we get to meet the first quest giver of the game. Caius. He's like a member of the Blades or something. He does some stuff. We're just gonna click through some dialogue and we're gonna, you know, advance the quest. Here's our section of level grinding. We just rest twice and we gain 2 levels. We don't care about the stats, we just need the levels, and that's it. That's all the level grinding that we need in this game. And we're gonna go ahead and grab the next quest item before the quest giver tells us to go get it. So when you're moving this fast, it's kind of difficult to control yourself. Fortunately, you actually move slower in third person. So I'm going to be using that a lot to like actually control myself, and then when I need to cover great distances, I'll just go into first person and literally fly. So I need arrows. I picked up an arrow, or a bow from the ghost that I killed near the start. Orders. And I need arrows because I'll be doing some bowing. Oop, don't talk to me. So, buy some more scrolls to let me fly. And then if you kill her, she just like respawns your inventory so you can get even more. And since I have a shit ton of luck, I can just sneak and nobody can see me ever at all, no matter what. Because I am stealthy as fuck. Now I need to advance the plot. Now here's the spell that I'm going to make. I'm going to call it ASD. It's fortify speed a shit ton in a small area, and also fortify luck. And what that does is kind of glitch out the stats, and it'll just continually fortify speed on characters, on any character that I want,
What shall we do?
which is pretty useful. Because there are going to be escort quests.
Why walk when you can
Anyway,
run?
we're done with this place.
Where would you like to go?
Let's go over here. Let's get out our ASD spell. Trusty ASD spell, and move on up here. So we're going to use it right away with this lizard.
Summoned by I will listen.
He's a contact that we're supposed to go talk to, but he's being bullied, and we don't like bullies. But since we have a shitload of persuasion, we can just tell the bullies to fuck off, and they will fuck off. And here we have our ASD spell. I keep casting it on the ground beside him because it will just make him go fast. So now you have this hilarious Argonian waddle and super speed. And he tells us about one thing that we need to learn about. So next contact. Oh, I failed. You can jump straight across the upper level, but the timing is weird. Oh, I failed it twice. Rip. It's okay. It doesn't matter that much. So this guy was bullying our other contact, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of him. So now this person is happy. Use our civi to go over here. This person tries to be all stealthy,
Outlander.
but we want her to go fast, not stealthy. And she's gonna tell us about this book, but we're gonna take it while she's walking over here before she tells us about it. And we need to advance our quest line. So we've learned about the Nerevarine prophecies and the sixth house, which is like the evil cult. So now I'm going to go meet with a guy who used to live among the Ashlanders, which are the followers of the Nerevarine prophecies. So I'm just gonna like talk to him, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, you're pretty cool. You can go meet with them."
Very good company.
And then he's gonna tell me, "All right, cool. Go meet with the Ashlanders and learn about the Nerevarine," which is like a resurrected ultimate soldier type dude or something. So we're gonna go find out more by going to meet them. And since we're super speed, we can just kind of... Oh, north. Alright, here they are. Found them. So he agrees to hear us. The first task he's going to give us is to go get the bow that we already got right at the start. And then he's going to go tell us to go talk to the this person, whatchamacallit, wise woman. And she goes and tells us to go to the Path of the Incarnate, which is like where other people who have tried to fulfill the prophecies and have failed, they're all resting here. And where is the mountain? Oh god. This way. Here's the mountain.
In the
Sandstorms suck.
Under Azura's star, the door is opened.
So these are all people that have tried to fulfill the prophecies and they've all failed. But we're really the real ones. And you can tell that we're the real ones because she just gave us some swag-ass pants. And we're going to use those swag-ass pants to literally fly because that's their enchantment. First of all, we're going to shoot this guy. Since we're superheroes, we can just one-shot him. Easy. We're going to find the next Ashland cult, or Ashlander tribe, which is right here. And he's going to go tell us to go kill the vampire that we just shot. And now he's happy with us, and now he tells us to go get a high-ranking Telvanni bride. Because he wants that. And the wise woman is just like, fuck that, you can just like get a slave and dress her up fancy and he'll be fine with that, don't worry about it. So that's what we'll end up doing. But first of all, we need to do politics. Politics, politics, politics. Everybody likes politics. We're going to adopt the Trump style of politics very literally by just slaughtering our opponents, except instead of verbally, it's with arrows. And it turns out if you're out of bounds and you shoot somebody, nobody knows it was you. So you can get away with literal murder. And I need to wait slightly before I leave. Otherwise, I'll leave before the death is actually registered and I'll soft lock the game. And that's no fun. Evergreen. So these people just want a nice place to live. So she's gonna go tell me to clear out a place north of here that's full of evil demons. And I say, don't worry, I've already cleared it out, you can totally follow me there. And she's like, alright, sick, let's go. But she's slow, right? So we're gonna speed her up. And luckily, she already has a permanent water walking spell. Oops. So I bought water walking earlier, but that was just for me. So let's go over here. Zap her a couple more times. Alright, water walking. Save. Alright, she's following, that's good. Weather has been complete shit so far this run, but that's not a big deal. I found my way so far. Usually, as long as she like gets onto the water, she's pretty good at following. Whoop, say that, and then she runs in a circle. So this is clearly a very safe area. There is definitely no... Whoa, god, that's actually bad. She's stuck now. Alright, she's fine. Okay, don't get distracted by that enemy. Sick, sick, sick. Alright, cool. So since she sees the statue, she's like, yeah, it's totally safe. Don't worry about it. Oh, this one. And now we've done this thing, so this guy's happy. And he names us Nerevarine of that tribe, which is cool and stuff. Alright, so moving on to another side of politics. We want to become Hortator of the, whatchamacallit, the great houses of this area. Morrowind. So to do that, I'm first going to steal this key, murder her, because she's in the way. And I'm going to rescue this guy. This is the son of one of the Redoran counselors. And I'm going to save him to earn favor with the other Redoran counselors. Because the guy who kidnapped him is kind of a dickbag and nobody really likes him. I'll do this one more time. Alright, so like I said, when I'm crouched, I'm literally stealth and get away with anything. So if these guys are in the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So,
This is not our way out.
This guy's like, holy shit, you saved my son, you're great, I love you. And then everybody else is gonna be like, hey, I heard you're a pretty cool dude. So that's cool. And I'm just gonna go to them one by one and they'll all just be like, hey, I heard you're a pretty good dude. That's cool and shit. And there's a bunch of them. You're also in the way. Thank you. Hey, you're a pretty good, cool dude. Thank you. This way. Yeah. Hey, you're a pretty cool dude. Thank you. Alright, so that's all of them except for the one that who kidnapped the one son. So he just fucking hates me now. Because everybody loves me. And he's just like, alright, literally fight me IRL in the arena. Right now. And we're just like, alright, I'll see you in the arena. But we're not going to go there yet, because we have other business to attend to. I'm going to go back to Balmora. So, back to Caius. He's going to go order us to go take out, like, the evil cult, basically. So, first of all, we need to find them. Alright, I found their base. This way. This is actually, like, pretty easy to get lost in. Oh, okay, I got close to him. If you get from far enough away, you don't get that dialogue. So we kill him, and he curses me with, like, oh, I forgot to mark, that really sucks. Oh well. I just need to take an extra travel here is all. I have lots of gold, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a little bit of waste of time. I was supposed to mark in front of this guy so I could just immediately go back here. Okay, so he's like, sick, great, awesome, you did the thing, good job. And now we can go back to Vivek.
We make a special.
I'm gonna mark this. Meligmar.
I don't have a lot of patience.
So we need to find another Ashlander tribe, and we're going to again apply politics directly to Forehead, because these guys are kind of dickbags, and they just want to fight. So we're going to reason with them, and we're going to steal their clothes. And that's going to convince them, gently, to join our cause.
There is no escape.
Alright, so these guys have been convinced. I can now go talk to the wise woman, and she's like, thanks for convincing the dickbags. The cool people will now take over. But the cool people don't want to take over, so to convince them to take over, we need to give them all of the clothes that we looted off the dead bodies that we, politic did. Or something. Yeah. Alright, sick. So now they've named us Nerevarine of that tribe. And now we can move on to these guys. There we go. So when I totally murdered the evil cult dude, he cursed me with like some sort of evil divine curse. And this guy is basically just like, hey, you have the divine disease, you're going to die, like you're literally fucked. But maybe you can take this potion that has literally murdered everybody who's come before you, because hey, what do you got to lose? But first you need to go check out all of the diseased patients to see what you're in for. I guess the guy is just really into Schadenfreude or something. So here's the last surviving dwarf. He's like, hey, I'm all diseased and gross and shit. Feel bad? Yep. And then it's just like, alright, I did it. Give me the potion, because why not? And it's like, hey, you didn't die, because you're like literally Jesus or something. So I guess that means you're the good person. And then I go Rising Force. This way. And once again, we need to handle a little bit of politics. So again, out of bounds. Nobody knows it was me. It's the perfect crime. This one's kind of a pain in the ass. It's because of like the shape of the area. Alright, so remember the one guy who wanted me to go get him a high-ranking Telvanni bride? Well, it turns out we're just going to get some nice perfume here. And we're going to take the nice clothes that we literally looted off of a dead body that we murdered. And she's gonna get all dressed up. And we're gonna take her to go meet her new daddy. And, oh god, no. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. It's one of the few places I don't want to go out of bounds, because it could completely soft-lock me. Like, literally soft-lock me, it's awful. So this bitch. This bitch is a real bitch. And hopefully she behaves. So I need her to not fall in the water, which she can do. She is that dumb. Because I need her to be close to this person when we travel, or else she will not come with. Alright, let's go over here. You need to be faster. You gotta pick up the pace, Marine.
Wait for me.
Wait for me? What? You're the one who's going off on a tangent. Alright, cool. She's following now. Be fine. Normally if she gets this far, she's pretty okay. It's like the beginning that's the worst. And then like right here-ish. She's following. Alright, we're good. Yeah. Okay. Come on in. And then I need to like direct her through here so she doesn't get stuck. Alright. Here's your new baby. There you go. Have fun. And he's like, sick, you're cool. Alright, so all those other people that I politicked with the bow, I need to tie up that loose end.
Make it quick, Outlander.
The last surviving counselor for this place is mildly, completely, and utterly insane. So we're just going to like trick her into just naming me Hortator because she's the last one alive, but it's fine. Who cares if she's insane? So now we're Hortator of that great house. There's like one of 4 that we need. And final orders, he tells us to like go find the lost prophecies, something, whatever, who cares. Let's go do more politics, shall we? Politics are great. So the guy that we promised to fight IRL, we just fought IRL. Good fight. GG, no re. And once again, there's another great house in need of politicking. Alright, he's seen the light. Good, excellent. This guy we're actually just going to talk to, oddly enough. So since I have a shitload of luck, I can just lockpick literally anything and just walk in here. And he's just like, hey, you sound cool. Sure, I'll name you Hortator if you get everybody's votes. And now we need to break somebody out of prison. She's the one who gave us the book, or well, told us about the book after we had already collected it. That's fine. We're gonna break her out of prison by just giving her a scroll that lets her teleport away, because why not? And then she tells us where to get the lost prophecies that the one guy told us to get. The prophecies that we're apparently fulfilling, even though I've just been running around and doing politics and stuff. So now we can go here, 6 hours. Jump. Oh, this way. I'm inside of a wall that I do not want to be inside. I did not consent to this. And this guy just hands over everything, which is pretty convenient.
Where would you like to go?
Alright. Now we just have to do some cleanup. So first of all, since we murdered the guy in the arena, we can go ahead and clean up this council, this place. So the last guy alive, well no, everybody's alive except for the one guy. He names us Hortator, we get a shitload of stuff. Great, awesome.
Make a special trip just for
Now we need to clean up the last house that we are not Hortator of yet. And of course, this guy is a gangster, so this isn't politics, this is personal. Or business or something, I don't know. Basically, he's exploiting all of the actual politicians in this area, so we just take him out so we can just have a nice little chat with all the politicians. They're all just like, hey, thanks for that murder. Really appreciate it. We can go over here. Once again, hey, thanks for murdering that guy. Really appreciate it.
Why walk when you can ride?
Now, to finish up this great house, we need to have a little bit of gay. If gay is scary for you, don't worry. We're just going to give this guy a little bit of a kiss, and he's in love with us, and he'll name us Hortator. Alright, see, that wasn't too bad. Now, if we've done everything right, then this person will tell us to beat the charge cannon. That means I've actually done all the main quests, and I didn't fuck up the category. Sick. We did it. World record inbound. Alright. And this guy tells us to literally go meet a god. So we're about to go meet a literal god here. Vivek, the namesake of the town and everything. There he is. And he's going to go tell us to beat the end boss by going and getting the 2 items we already have, Keening and Sunder. And he's going to give us an item that lets us hold it without dying, but it doesn't matter. We have a shitload of health anyway, so what do we care? We're not actually going to do that, but we have to talk to him because it's all main quests. So now that we've fulfilled everything, let's go finish the game. I'm going to go here, flip into this thing, up, over here, there we go. Go over here, and time is coming up because I'm about to go fight the final boss. Use our last marking potion here. And this final boss fight, you just kind of smack this heart a few times. And time.
How could you be so naive? There is no
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny.
Lay down
You
your
are
weapons.
free.
It is not
The
too
doom
late for my
Duima's
mercy.
folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the tribunal's seduction,
Solid runs, dude.
the god's heart freed,
What happened? I don't even know.
All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the loss. But let the weeping cease.
So,
the blight is gone.
this is kind of like a
The
bad
sun's golden
end, to be
honey
honest.
gilds the land.
Because, yeah, shut up, Azura. Nobody cares. It's basically like the old gods of Morrowind are basically just like these people who gained a shitload of power, and they just kind of took over Morrowind with power. And this guy, Dagother, was just trying to fuck their world. But since you killed him, you just kind of established these jerk faces called the Tribunal. You've just kind of established their rule over Morrowind. So you're actually kind of the bad guy in this, but hey, we beat all the main quests, so who gives a shit? That's all we really need. After I gave him a kiss, Gracias Curio gave me his vote for Hortador of House Halalu. Aww. But yeah, I could show an 80% run, but it's literally just like the first 2 minutes and the last minute of this run, so it wouldn't really add anything. I just guess thanks for watching this marathon. Thanks everybody who contributed to the 2 runs, mainly Albino Albatross for this run. He basically roaded the whole thing himself. That's it for me, buddies. Enjoy the rest of the marathon.